What's going on, gamers? This is Doctorredstone signing into another episode on the channel. Today's episode, we're going to be going over heroic mode leaderboards. We had that bad boy all done and dusted today. Hopefully you guys went ahead and grabbed your silver coins, also your exclusive material. Being that the bling is going to be a lot easier to get this month, maybe you guys should anticipate going for that water exclusive. I want to give a big shout out to Beast Mode, Loki, and Uriel for supplying the screenshots for today's episode. Looking over the screenshots from all servers, I want to give a huge shout out to iOS global servers as they definitely out-hustled Android global. I also want to give a huge shout out to the WFY-XFN-NYY family over on the European server, Android of course. And speaking of the European server, Figgy, you are an absolute god, brother. Without further ado, let's jump into the leaderboards and take a look, see what happened. Alrighty, gamers, and jumping on into this one, we're gonna start this bad boy over here on the iOS European server, the normal home of Figgy TDG right here. Take a look at this bad boy right here. Cracked it, a 1 billion point score. 1 billion points. You know how easy it is to get that? It's not very easy, I'll tell you. Huge shout out to you, brother. But when you guys jump over to the other European server, you'll see exactly why he's a legend. Heeeeyyyyy coming in at the number 2 spot, way back behind. Definitely a pretty good score with 120 million points right there. S4 Suck 3 coming in that 3rd spot with 120 million points. Pretty dang good. John coming in at number 4. And we got Red coming in at number 5. This is the iOS European server, so don't forget it. We have Anya coming in the number 1 spot. Intermediate, definitely pretty good at 133 million points. We got MCU representing right there. Let me know what guild that one is down in the comment section. I don't even know if I know what MCU is, but they're always up there. We got Ghost coming in at number 2. We got MT Burke, no stranger to the channel, coming in at number 3. Speaking of no stranger, Squeaky, boom! I'm gonna go ahead and hit that punch card because you've been here plenty of times before, brother. We got Banishon coming in at number 5. Yet again, iOS European server intermediate stages. Let's go ahead and jump on over here to the hardcore stages where things get a little bit more difficult. Batasai coming in the number 1 spot with 15 million points. Big shout out to you. Benishon coming in at that number 2 spot. We got Rocky, not the boxer, but the number 3 holder in the hardcore stages. And we got Boom Shakalaka. I just love when he's on leaderboards, not even gonna lie. We got Red back at it again in that number 5 spot. Big shout out to everybody on iOS European server. Let's jump on over to Android to see exactly why Figgy's a legend. Read it and weep, ladies and gentlemen. We got Figgy back at it again with another billion points. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, Figgy? How'd you do it, man? How did you do it? It seems impossible. I know probably about 90% of the community probably couldn't even do this. I'd like to see you try it. Over here, Android European server, yet again, Figgy with that number 1 spot. We got Sucks to be Bilbo. Oh my god, who is that? I wonder who that one is. Sucks to be Bilbo coming in the number 2 spot. 421 million points. Big shout out to you, bro. That's definitely a grind. We got Little Boy Parmy coming in that number 3 spot. 328 billion points. That's definitely a lot. We got Bilbosaurus Rex coming in that number 4 spot right there. And we have United Darkness. It's Robo back at it again. Happy birthday, brother. Jumping on over here into intermediate. Now, this is definitely not an easy feat to do right here. Yordi coming in that number 1 spot with 172 million points. Big shout out to you, bro. We got Shank coming in the number 2 spot right there with 144 billion. Not too far behind, we got our homeboy Twelico representing that Ghetto Fabulous. Big shout out to you, bro. We got Bilbosaurus Rex back at it again in the number 4 spot. We got King Pegasus. Man, what's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in a minute. Now jumping on over here into the hardcore stages, it's a little bit different. A little bit more of a challenge to go and get things grinded out, but we have Twelico representing that Ghetto Fabulous family. Line ID Twelico, TWELLOCO. If you need to get a good guild over an Android European server, get a hold of this man. We got Yordi representing that GF over in the number 2 spot. We got Bilbosaurus Rex coming to that number 3 spot. We got DD20 the Legend back at it again over here on the channel. Man, he's a legend in my book. And we got Beast Mode coming in that number 5 spot over on hardcore stages. Big shout out to you, Beast Mode. Also, thanks for the screenshots, brother. Honestly, I feel like we need to go to iOS Global because they definitely outperformed Android Global when it comes to this episode here. Heroic Mode leaderboards, they absolutely crushed it. We got Skull from Touch, no stranger, coming in that number 1 spot, man. Always crushing it, always killing it, always putting in that extra effort, man. If you watch on the channel, get a hold of me down in the comment section, bro. I want to congratulate you personally. 405 million points. We got Good Looking Sender coming in that number 2 spot right there. Big shout out to you, brother. Coming in with 260 million points. We got Purple V coming in that number 3 spot. No stranger to the channel. Speaking of legends, Astaroth back at it again in the number 4 spot. And we got Dyslexic Awesome Time coming in that number 5 spot over here on iOS Global servers. This is the novice stages. Let's jump in intermediate. Whoa. Hold on. Hold the phone. Did I get these backwards? Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure I didn't. In the comment section, if I did, let me know and roast me, please. We got Skull from Touch. Intermediate stages, as far as I know, number 1 spot with 1 billion points on intermediate stages. That's freaking crazy. We got Cramsy coming in that number 2 spot. There's no way. I need to check this. I need to go take a look at these screenshots again. Oh my gosh, talking about legends, he broke the freaking record. Intermediate stages, 1 billion points, man. Huge shout out to Johnny, never met him, heard he had the record before, he's retired. So the king's here. Skull taking over in Touch. We got Cramsies coming in that number 2 spot right there. Big shout out to the homegirl. We got Prime PS Joanna coming in that number 3 spot. We got Asteroth back at it again, man, at that number 4 spot. Big shout out to you, brother. And we got Betty. Oh, Betty coming in at that number 5 spot. Skull, get a hold of me. If you guys got them on Line app, send them over to me. That's freaking awesome. Over here on the hardcore stages, iOS Global server, we have Asteroth back on the number 1 spot right there. 52 million points right there, hardcore stages. I don't think that's an easy task to do. I think that's pretty difficult. Definitely some grind. Good job on that one, brother. We got Vampy coming in that number 2 spot right there. 32 million points. Big shout out to you. Slits coming in at the number 3 spot right there. We got Prime Instinct coming in at that number 4 spot right there. And we got G2 coming in at that number 5 spot. Big shout out to absolutely everybody over there on the iOS Global server for absolutely crushing it. Well, I guess now we need to go check out Android Global and see what records they broke. Jumping on over here to the Android Global server, last but most certainly not least, we got Gax coming in at the number 1 spot, just shy of 500 million points. Big shout out to you, bro. We got Mick Ramen coming in at that number 2 spot right there with under 100 million points. Harlesworth coming in at the number 3 spot with less than 100 million points. We got Nightmare coming in at the number 4 spot with 76 million points. We got Superman representing the number 5 spot, 71 million points right there. Man, when we talk about global servers, Android, this isn't looking good. Jumping on over here to the intermediate stages, we have got Lord Raw back at it again at the number 1 spot, 133 million points right there. That's difficult to do on intermediate stages. We got McRamen back at it again in the number 2 spot, representing that Q Mob family, coming in that number 3 spot with 81 million points. That's pretty dang good. We got Bad Brad coming in at that number 4 spot. And we got Runbow coming in at that number 5 spot right there, representing the TWT, the Wild Tigers right there. Big shout out to DrLucasWho. Rounding this bad boy up, we're looking over here on the hardcore stages of Android Global Server. We got Lord Raw back at it again, man, representing over here at the number 1 spot, 31 million points. We got Jose coming in at that number 2 spot. We got Furvy coming in at that number 3 spot. Big shout out to you, girl. We got RF coming in at that number 4 spot right there. We got OSPL1S. I don't really know what that stands for, but I felt like I should throw it out there anyways. The Blast coming in at that number 5 spot. Big shout out to everybody on Android Global Servers, but a bigger shout out to absolutely everybody on all the other servers. Android, what are you guys doing? We're supposed to be represented as the Android global community. We should be crushing it and breaking records. Let's do it. I want to give a big shout out and challenge to everybody on the Android global servers. Let's try and absolutely kill it this next heroic mode. I'm in, hopefully you're in. And that is going to be absolutely everybody from me. Like I said, hopefully you guys are going for that exclusive armor. Being that the bling is going to be a little bit easier, I anticipate a lot of people should be going for that. If you are not planning for it, it's still early enough in the month. We still have another, we got 2 more wars, another raid, we got heroic mode coming up. Take advantage of it while Deca's going to give it to us. That's going to be absolutely everything from me, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that like button. Definitely helps me out more than you know. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, make sure to put those down in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe before you go. This is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks, YouTube. Peace.